I'm Tim Neubauer, and this is your safety moment. We're up to part 8 of our Safety Data Sheet Explained series. In this section, we discuss exposure controls and PPE. In the hierarchy of controls, PPE is the last line of defense. However, when handling some chemicals, PPE is the best and only option, especially in an emergency release situation. Section 8 of the SDS gives us valuable information, such as how much of an exposure can occur before a negative health reaction occurs, and at what point is the employer out of compliance. Finally, this section of the SDS allows the manufacturer to state the necessary PPE for the types of exposures that may occur in the work environment. In this section of the SDS, there are 3 lines. The first line is OSHA permissible exposure limit. This also covers American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists, otherwise known as ACGIH, and their threshold limit values, which is known as a TLV, and any other exposure limit used or recommended by the chemical manufacturer, importer, or employer preparing the safety data sheet where available. The only legally enforceable exposure limit is the permissible exposure limit, otherwise known as the PEL. However, knowing the threshold limit value, or TLV, is more important because it is more closely related to when negative health effects may occur. The TLV is only a guideline, but still important information for exposed employees. The next line is appropriate engineering controls. Where possible, the best protection after eliminating the use of a chemical would be engineering controls. On this line of the SDS, the manufacturer may offer some controls for exposed employees. The final line in this section discusses individual protection measures, such as personal protective equipment. When elimination or engineering controls are not available to reduce or eliminate exposure to chemicals, then PPE would be necessary. On this line of the SDS, the manufacturers would recommend what PPE should be used. Out of all the sections in the SDS, this is one that is critical for exposed employees to know and read when using a chemical. Call Exceed Safety for more information or to schedule your HAZCOM training class today. Exceed Safety and Tim Neubauer are restricted by a non-compete in some geographic areas and clients until May 4th of 2023. Please call for more information. I'm Tim Neubauer, and this has been your safety moment.
Exceed Safety, the consulting you need. Exceed Safety, expectations exceeded. So call 919-728-SAFE.